We're live.
Yes, we are. Are you? Oh. It's the air. Come to save me from my lack of a pun. Welcome back, beer snobs. It's happy hour again at the Banter Bar. Katie's back.
Hello. I know you missed me.
You happy to be back? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to talk to co-host?
No, I was just gonna say that I threw up in my mouth a little bit right when it first started. I burped, and it was like a baby. I spit up.
So it wasn't something we said. It was just a random bodily function going on.
Yeah,
for you. Okay.
Yeah. I made like this weird face, and, so I just want that to be known that I threw up in my mouth.
Well, now that that's out there, let's drink some beer. First up is good old BJ's. This is a new one they put on the menu. We did do a BJ's special, but this one's the Golden Pilsner. It's a Bohemian-style lager. It's called the Enchantress.
That's a badass can.
Yeah, I like it.
They normally have good cans.
What do you know about it?
All the ones we've done.
I like a good can. This one shot all over my fingers when I cracked it open, so...
So it's a squirter?
It's a fucking squirter. Question is, if someone will quit throwing a fit before he even gets it, what routinely makes you feel sad? I'm sad just thinking about it.
Oh, Randy. What? The devil. Huh? The devil is everywhere.
Smell like syrup. Smell like maple.
I smell wheat.
It smells like blossom syrup.
It's like
Riverdale.
Oh my god, that is...
The sugars look crystallized.
That's an IPA.
Is it?
100%.
Well,
guaranteed.
If it is, it's not as harsh as some of the ones I've had.
I think it's just been a while since he's had beer.
Yeah.
Like beer.
Yeah, we drink every day.
Exactly. We're drunks, and he's like, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? But the hop oil is there for sure. Mostly what I get from this though is there's crystallized sugar thing that's going on, and a lot of that Pilsner, lager, American. It smells like a fucking wheat beer.
I'm a little sad that I don't taste what I smell. At least a hint of it. I don't taste it.
Yeah. Welcome back to beer. Where everything tastes like weak-ass bread.
Darn. I'm out of Big Red. Death is approaching.
That... What is it? Oh, what's the quote?
4. Sorry.
0. 0.
3.
I like a lot of BJ's beers. This one didn't do much for me. I think y'all are you had a cool can idea and pumped a beer out. That doesn't work.
You had a cool can and a cool smell, aroma.
And you made it squirt.
Good job.
Maybe you smelled things from maybe you still got fall stuff in your nose or something.
Got the fall flannel seltzers.
You don't sniff too much, and when you started sniffing today, it just came out and got you.
Tu hype man está en el espejo.
Are you trying to read a bottle right now? So what routinely makes you feel sad?
I'm going to have to say my kids having anxiety makes me sad. And I feel like I pass that on to them. But at the same time, I think I am good at helping them deal with that because I deal with it myself. So
I saw some posts recently that talked about how anxiety is always bad. And that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. We've developed this ability to feel fear and to sense it and to prepare for fear in advance and to feel anxious. A lot of anxiety that we feel is completely not purposeful in the modern day and age. But make no mistake, there are reasons why you sometimes feel anxious. And to a degree, it's really not bad that kids feel anxious.
Right.
You want, my son, He feels a little too. What am I trying to say?
He's too brave.
Yeah, he's too brave. He feels too little anxiety at times, and then you jump off things you shouldn't. You smack your head into walls. So I don't know which is worse.
Yeah, that's a hard balance as a parent.
Parenting is hard.
Yeah.
Joseph, do you never feel sad?
Titanic.
Just the movie in general, or
It's the fact that it fucking happened, bro.
like not the movie, but
He doesn't watch the movie
Okay.
routinely, so.
I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff. Having to go to work, that makes me sad.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I hate Sundays so much. It's supposed to be a free day, but it's just a day dreading Monday.
People
what it turns
hype
into.
up Sundays,
Well,
and I don't get it.
I go to work on Sunday, so.
Well, never mind, dude. I can see why that routinely makes you sad, then. I would say music, but that's purposeful because I listen to sad music on purpose. The other thing would be limitations in time. So you wake up every day, you realize you're getting older and your options are fewer and fewer. And then finally, love makes me sad because we are pretty limited in our approach to love. We have this focus on two people, not two people able to love anyone they please. And that does kind of make me sad, but I know I'm in the minority there, so I'm going to leave it alone. Next beer. Can you believe it? We've been doing this whole time and have yet to try Bud Light.
Oh, wow.
Just
I get what you're
straight up
saying.
Bud Light.
Like, if I want to love a sheep, I should be able to love that sheep.
No.
Monogamy
It's not a
makes
slippery
Shane
slope.
sad.
And I'll let me throw this out there, clarify. Monogamy is not a slippery slope, just like homosexuality is not a slippery slope. None of that leads to bestiality. You're talking about conscious creatures who can self-reflect, making decisions that they can communicate. An animal can't communicate, right?
Well, if it backs up into you.
Oh my god, stop! Okay, the question is, what food are you least likely... Sorry, I'm kind of tipsy from filming last video. What food are you least likely to tire of eating continuously? Least likely to tire of.
Let's keep this out because I keep forgetting the questions.
It's okay.
So,
I guess it's okay.
smell-wise, this doesn't...
All the other beers are covering the smell.
Yeah?
All the other ones I've had in
You
this
can't pick
glass.
it up? Oh, you haven't cleaned it out in a while.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have, but I guess it just...
Dude,
I smell
clean your
honey.
station.
I smell honey.
It's completely soaked.
Mise en place, Joseph.
That's how I keep my station.
It is my cup, because this smells like maple. And I
See?
know fucking Bud Light doesn't smell like
That's
maple.
what I'm smelling.
Yeah.
All right, well, all I smell is the Bud Light. And the smell itself is actually pretty inviting for this type of beer. And I don't want to argue with the Keystone people. Because normally if I go out to buy one of these, for some reason I do gravitate towards Coors Light. I think it's just because most of the women that I've loved throughout my life loved Coors Light. This is really good for what it is.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Barley malt and rice. I think that's why. The rice is the kicker there. It just makes it so light in a good way. You still get that. It dials it down just enough for me.
5.
6.
5.
So, I feel like pizza is an obvious answer, but I have actually had days upon days of eating pizza just as a meal. It gets old. It definitely gets old. You may not think that. You haven't had pizza continuously enough to know. It gets really old. Honestly, for me, it would probably be cereal, but I'm going to take a hard left here and say for my people at the table, it would be Ben & Jerry's Netflix and chilled ice cream. That shit is so good.
So funny. Wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
The
first
first
time I had
time
it.
he had it, I was just showing him how disgusting it was. Now he loves it.
Turns out peanut butter ice cream is really good. I didn't know. And I think what's throwing a lot of people off there is you also get salted caramel and you get pretzels, but they're in like this liquid, salty pretzel swirl thing.
I don't
And then
like too
brownies.
much. Too much in ice cream is like too much.
So Ben & Jerry's isn't for you then, because pretty much everything they do.
Well, no, they got a like strawberry cheesecake. Love it.
That's Ben & Jerry's?
The top
Yeah.
to the shortcake thing?
It's got like this. It's like a dough. It seems like a dough, but it's
Pie crust?
a little crunchy. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, pie crust, I guess. But they're like blocks of it. And then just strawberry. So, and it tastes like a cheesecake.
It is exquisite. I will agree.
But that's not like, I'm talking about the ice cream's got like almond, peanut brittle, peanut butter, pretzels, and like just too much. It's like,
Speaking of, there's another one that I really liked that was tried by Rhett and Link on, help me out,
Good Mythical Morning?
Good Mythical Morning. I don't know if it's the non-dairy version specifically that they were rating, but it's the one that has toffee and some sort of nut in it. It's almond crunch or something. It tasted like pistachio ice cream to me, and they gave it, out of 100, an 8 and a 10, and I wanted to riot. Anyway.
I think for the question, did I rate?
yeah.
We all rated. For the question, I'm going to cheat and say sandwiches.
Hey, that's good. What's your favorite sandwich?
Ooh, that's hard. So I want to say scrambled egg sandwich with mayonnaise, but I like a turkey sandwich with mayonnaise and lettuce and pepper jack cheese. I also like cooking up some smoked sausage and putting it on the sandwich.
I've never thought to do that.
It's good. It hits different than just, smoked sausage. I don't know. That's why I say sandwich. I like a grilled cheese too.
Good, yeah.
Hey, there's a reason why she said it.
Yeah.
A Schlotsky's Turkey Bacon Club with no tomato. I could eat that nonstop. Hey, Joseph, do you have some thoughts tonight?
Chipotle.
Chipotle. Could you eat anything there, or does it have to just be your specific barbacoa burrito?
Barbacoa burrito.
All right.
I could eat those every single day.
And what's on that?
And probably never get tired of them. Black beans, white rice, red sauce,
Cheese.
barbacoa, cheese.
Is the corn your bag, or did I just add that on accident?
I think it was added on accident, but it's not. I didn't hate it.
He had a burrito today,
That's
and he said, "There's corn." In case you're wondering.
I thought that was your jam. My bad.
No, like I said, it didn't really it didn't take away anything, but I don't feel like it add.
Until you have one next time, it doesn't have the corn.
Well,
maybe you'll notice.
maybe.
It sounds way too basic, but if you don't like Chipotle, try just a burrito with chicken, extra chicken, cheese, and the roasted corn chili salsa. Anyway, shall we try the one Joseph's really looking forward to here? And don't laugh, because I said I hated Chipotle, and you know who ordered that burrito for me?
I laughed only because I thought of a scene.
Hang on. What burrito? Someone who ordered that burrito.
I said I hated Chipotle one day at Jordan's, and I was like, no, bro, I got you. You've not had the right thing, and that's what he ordered for me. And every time, that's what I get.
Oh.
See how I'm controlled? It's funny because she's the one that's she hates being interrupted. She hates this and that. But she can just look at me and go, Hold on. So,
Excuse me, I edit these videos. So I know sometimes somebody starts to say something and then somebody else brings up something else. Like when you're bringing up two things at once and then the other thing just got lost in all of it and you never hear them finish. So I'm trying to... I wanted to hear what he said.
Hold on.
You're about to go into a whole scene. You said it made you think of a scene. Shut the fuck up.
This is what marriage does to people, folks. In case you're out there, this is Four Corners El Chingon IPA, India Pale Ale. I was going to tell you the alcohol percentage, but I couldn't find it. It's only 7.3%.
Is that low?
For an IPA, yes.
What scene did that make you think of, Joseph?
no, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Come on. You check out the question, and Joseph can tell us about his scene.
No, it was just the Austin Power scene. Corn? I don't remember having any corn. Don't laugh at it.
Okay, the question is, what's your favorite drinking game?
What's your favorite scary movie?
All right, so if you know IPAs at all, obviously hops and whatnot is what you're smelling. Katie, have you ever had an IPA, really?
You've had me taste some.
Vomit.
This one has a caramel character to it on the nose. Immediately, I can smell it. The can kind of gives the indication. If you prefer, you can look at the bird.
But I definitely agree with what you had said about IPAs. Smelling, tasting like marijuana.
Good.
Oh. Go ahead. Take a big drink.
It's like a spicy marijuana.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, and Katie drank it right, too. She took the swig, she moved it in her mouth a little, she swallowed before she opened her mouth.
If there's something that, like, someone has to tell you, wait. Yeah, there it is.
It's going to kick you.
You were trying to be cool.
I was not trying
And now you
to
realize.
be cool. That second drink, that one's even sticking around longer.
Yeah, it'll stick around forever till the next one.
You know, IPA drinkers will joke with people who aren't into them and whatnot. This is an acquired taste. I'm telling you, if you drink enough of it, you'll start to enjoy some of them. You really will. You get used to that mouthfeel of the hop oil, and you can taste other things.
Back to, real quick, I'd like to address this because this happened to me this morning. I woke up with a heart problem because of her.
Oh my god.
Dude, this morning, I'm sleeping on the couch. I work nights, so I'm sleeping.
This is afternoon.
It's afternoon, yes. Dude, she's standing right there, close. She's like, Joseph! Where are my cigarettes? And I was like, right here. And she takes them and, like, storms off.
Why are you telling
like,
the whole world that
oh my
we
gosh.
smoke?
Man.
Oh, you just don't want the world to find out how you get when you don't find them.
You
in the
never
morning.
used to take my packs. Now you take them. And they're not where I leave them.
Mm.
Did you do that?
I understand both sides of this argument. So, to not get engaged here and to just talk about the beer. So, the IPA isn't bad. It doesn't bite too hard. It will if you drink a bunch of it and it's getting warmer. So, obviously, it's degrading in mouthfeel, quality, all of that. But the caramel is kind of there. I get a lot more malt. It's not super heavy. But yeah, I don't dislike this beer. It's a decent IPA.
0.
1.
6. Favorite drinking game?
Quarters.
Beer pong.
That would have been a toss-up for me. So beer pong, but I also really like Circle of Death. It's just a card game. Circle of cards, and each number, or excuse me, the IPA is coming back to get me. Joseph, it's the devil. Save me. Each number of the card has something different, and you can kind of look rules up online or make your own game. So something in that vicinity I really like. There was something we used to play in college days at bars called Fuck the Dealer that just got me fucked up every time. So I kind of like that one too.
I've played Circle of Death before. I haven't played it in forever. I didn't even think of it.
You can even take like Jenga and turn that into Circle of Death. It's so applicable to all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Heineken.
Light.
Ah,
Longtime viewers will remember this as my potential safe beer. The shit I used to keep on the sidelines for when something sucked. But what I remember about this one is it sucked real bad on its own. So,
what sort of class are you more likely to take?
Most.
Oh,
damn.
most likely to take. Can't read tonight.
You know some of my favorite people in the world? People I watch on YouTube and whatnot. When they read things, inevitably, like one or two words escapes them and they say something different than what's written. I think it's so strange that brains work that way.
You definitely need lime or lemon with it.
It smells like lime or lemon.
It does have it in it. You can kind of taste it. I'm telling you, you need like more.
Yeah, I would agree.
It smells like a Heineken. I know it's not going to be like a Heineken. It's barely there. It's so watered down. And what it ends up tasting like is just an American lager, Pilsner sort of thing. You just, when it first hits the tongue, you get that crystal Weizen thing that comes through from Heineken, and then it just derails into Bud Light. Actually worse than Bud Light.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3.
Four.
I'm agreeing with Joseph. Not the worst thing out there, and if you're trying to count calories or something, I guess. Trying to not drink too much. Get too big of a beer belly. If you don't want to look like Santa Claus.
Lately, my answer to this question, I think, would be like nursing classes. I don't know what it is lately.
The only thing I've ever thought about doing, X-ray, radiologist, I guess you would say.
Okay.
Like that would be my ultimate goal. Like start as a tech, doing X-rays, taking pictures.
Being able to use the equipment that can see what you can't see from the outside.
Yeah. But I would probably get fired because I'd constantly be in there like
checking himself.
turning to the right.
Oh God.
That's true.
Have Al up there. Just hit this button. Hit that button when I tell you. Yeah.
So 2 things come to mind for me. One would be sound engineering. Obviously, if you've listened to the podcast, we have good sound because I got that down to an art. But shit like that, these loud noises with these mics that are in a big room that are posted off camera and you can't see, it's really hard for me to get good sound. And I just don't understand the specs too well. It's part of the reason why my music is shit at this point, just because I've never completely understood how to record great sound. So, but the other thing would be like vocal classes. I would love to do that because I feel like I have poor control of my voice. But I love to sing, and I'm not scared to give myself to the world. So if my music sucks, Chewy, I'm sorry. But that's my life. I'm living it to the best of my ability. Let's move on to our next beer.
Recycle, damn it. Love Street.
What's the brewery?
Karbach.
Yeah.
It's a blonde.
You can only taste one thing for the rest of your life. What's it going to be?
I don't mean to derail this because obviously you just asked a question and you two are married. But have you ever been with a real blonde?
Natural blonde?
Katie may be a natural blonde for all I know. I tend to think that you can spot them at a distance, like people who aren't real because of the eyebrows. It's like the hair is always blonde, but the eyebrows are dark. You know what I mean?
Are you trying to say that if the hair's blonde, their eyebrows have to be blonde?
What hair?
What?
Doesn't body hair tend to be the same color?
No, not always.
Not always. Okay, so vagina blonde.
Oh my God.
You ever? Okay, never mind. Oh my God.
Have you ever been with a vagina blonde?
I apologize to the viewers. What's this beer say? It smells different than anything else we have at the table.
Music to your beer.
It smells marshmallowy. In a good way. Very light, very candy corn sweet.
Tastes like beer.
Yeah, it does. And now when I go to smell it, it just smells like copper.
I thought you were...
I'm telling you, dude. What is happening right now?
Have you ever had blonde cock?
See, that's a genuine question, right?
You can only taste one thing for the rest of your life. What's it gonna be?
So this is a little different from the
Secrets.
continuously eating, right?
Mm-hmm. It's way harder.
Okay. Answer in the comments if you're watching, by the way, so we know that these are not the same question. And don't just dislike the video because I asked for something. Let us know. We love it.
I think I'm going to have to say queso, which I guess can be confusing because there are different types of queso. My own homemade queso.
So I guess you could eat anything, but the only thing you could taste, right?
Right. Or think that flavor. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
That's a hard.
Joseph, are you still lost in the weeds on this one?
Big Red.
Are you
Where did this come
serious?
from? I'm going to look at the numbers on this video. Share it on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever you got. Share it if you think this motherfucker will eventually switch back to Dr. Pepper.
Drink Big Red. While you share it.
Now available at Sonics everywhere, by the way.
Is it Netflix and chill, Shay?
No. No, I'm actually thinking more the thing that I like tasting most when I go to eat for pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a range of spices, but curry powder. So like Indian food or Thai food.
Like this video if you saw that coming.
It's the most undervalued food that we have in this country.
Would you like it as soy sauce?
There's not soy sauce, bruh.
You know, I've never tasted it.
What, Indian food?
Yeah.
Or sushi, probably, right?
Right.
Okay, so we should do that on camera at some point. Anyway, let's move on to our next beer. We did all rate Love Street, didn't we?
Did we?
Oh my god, I
I
don't know.
don't remember. I don't even know what it
I
tastes
don't
like.
think we did.
I done watered this bitch.
I would rate it a 4.
I'm scared. Because I don't remember if I hated it.
It's not forgettable. 5. The base is really good. It's a little too sweet for my liking. For beer.
5. It's going to get the same as the Bud Light. I feel like it's about around the same. All right. Samuel Adams.
See, now this bitch is pretty warm now, and I've been waiting on it.
Brewer Patriot. Lawn chair lager.
This is a... You can't buy these individually, I don't think. Pretty sure it's only in their packs.
What was Samuel's middle name?
Why don't you tell us, Joseph? I have a feeling you know.
I don't know. It just sounds good to say Samuel P. Adams.
That's weird because I was thinking a letter and I was thinking R.
Every season, they release a pack that has usually 2, maybe 3 beers you can't get throughout the rest of the year. They don't do it like Shiner, though. They release a 12-pack. So you have to spend about $15 to get it, but they almost always have something. I've never tried this.
You read it.
And I've probably had 40, maybe 50 Sam Adams beers. I've never had this.
Lawn chair lager.
It's from the summer, obviously. It's supposed to be refreshing and bright.
What's the best card game?
Easy. This has Huell melon hops from Bavaria with hints of honeydew and strawberry.
Aw,
It smells like
you
summer
should
to
know.
me.
Look at the cat.
Cheers.
Oh, I can't turn around. Maybe, if you can see that.
Did you say baby?
I said maybe.
So this is a very light... It doesn't have that American thing coming off the back of it. It feels like a spring beer. Super light. It has a grass quality to it, I guess you could say. Not just because I'm seeing lawn chair. But the hops and stuff, it is strange. I could see how they would write melon and strawberry on it because I can't place what I'm tasting. It's just odd. It's a super light beer, easily drinkable, has a very strange aftertaste. So the hop oil it's wild.
I'm going to go with 4.
I don't think I can taste anything anymore. I think I'm good for nothing. I'm feeling 3 more than 4. I don't know if that's because it's more warm.
It is genuinely a decent beer. I think it's slightly forgettable, but there's also a lot of unique hop background things. And if you gave this to me at like a cookout, I could drink a bunch of this. So 5. It's decent.
What's the best card game?
Texas Hold'em. I could mention a million in my book, table games, but
Yeah, I really
Texas
like
Hold'em.
card games.
Poker.
I think I'm going to have to go with Skip-Bo. I love Skip-Bo.
Skip-Bo's good. So Joseph, why poker instead of Hold'em? You want to explain the difference for people out there? Do you know?
No, because I don't really know. I just know you throw chips in, you got 5 cards.
So you're holding 5 cards.
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em, you're holding 2, and there are 3 in the middle eventually.
Nope, that's what it is.
So it's Texas Hold'em.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We used to play that shit all the time, like every Friday. When everybody would come to my house.
I think we just became best friends, bro.
Dude, that's my shit.
Okay.
That is my shit.
We're done with the show, apparently, because we're just going to play Texas Hold'em on Saturday nights instead of this.
I went to your house and played that one night, and one of your guy friends wouldn't quit staring at me.
You gotta love that.
I was hotter back then.
I think we're done here, right? Actually, producer O'Mine, you love to cut my mixes. If you had to mix any 2 beers on the table tonight, what would you mix?
I do love to.
It's
I
all
don't love to cut the mixes. Sometimes I'm rushing so much that I'm like, okay, this part can go.
Part of me wondered if maybe it was just you were hoping to save it for a special or future episodes or something.
No, it's
but
purely laziness.
too much. Bye-bye.
Or procrastination.
Tired of doing this.
If I had to mix 2...
And cut.
Anyway, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, for another round of
The Banter Bar.
I'm Shane.
Katie.
And I'm a rock star.
What's your name, bitch? Doesn't matter. I guess we'll see you next time.
On the Banter Bar.